We must be willing to let go of the life we planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. After 19 years working for the university in either a part time faculty role or as a clinical associate professor of physical therapy, I did it. I pushed out of my comfort zone and I decided to quit my 9 to 5 job to pursue my passion within the running community. In this episode, I will share with you why I decided to make this very difficult decision. And I'm also going to have some very exciting news on what is next for you, the runner within our community. 19 years, 1,200 plus PT students. It's been a great journey at Quinnipiac University. I have had the pleasure of helping to shape the next generation of physical therapists on a part-time basis for 10 years and as a full-time professor for the last 9 years. And I take great pride in making sure our students are clinic ready, meaning like ready to hit the ground, going out there into the clinic, being able to help so many people get out of pain. And I am so proud of my former students' accomplishments as they become professionals, making a difference in this world. And career trajectory is like real estate. Making a move yesterday would have been the best. Today is good. Tomorrow might be too late. And if you see an opportunity before it has come into focus for the masses, make your move. Do it scared, but do it now. The future rewards the brave. And that is why I've decided to spend 100% of my time and effort on my passion in serving the running community. The Buddha once said, the greatest mistake is you think you have time. And this really came into my mindset since I lost my mom to COVID over 3.5 years ago now, the month before the vaccine came out. And change can be difficult. And I have been having highs, I've been having lows, going through this decision making process, really wrapping up my last semester of teaching. However, change can promote health, longevity, and growth. The only courage you ever need is the courage to fulfill the dreams of your own life. And that is what I'm finally doing. I have loved health and fitness for as long as I can remember. First, it was as a dancer and learning how to lift weights so I can get stronger to fling girls around and do cool partnering lifts. So think of dirty dancing type lifts. It's actually how I met my wife. She was my dance partner, right back in the high school days. Then I became a strength and conditioning specialist working at Bally Total Fitness. If there's anyone out there who remembers Bally Total Fitness, I was working as a personal trainer as I was going through PT grad school, helping people lose weight and get fit. Then I became a physical therapist and fell in love with helping athletes recover from injuries and surgery to get back to the sports they loved. Then I became a full-time faculty member and taught the next generation of PTs how to help their future patients overcome musculoskeletal pain and live healthier lives. Then I became an entrepreneur to bridge the gap between healthcare and fitness to promote true health and wellness and prevention versus the, how shall I say it, very broken sick care model. As I sat in my home during quarantine, when my college students were sent home for the last 7 weeks of the semester, the spring semester back in 2020, and my small private practice shut down for 6 weeks, I realized that while many things in life come and go, my love for health and fitness and my desire to become an entrepreneur were ever present forces. I decided to create my first ever online program, Spark Fitness, which was a live online Zoom total body workouts for runners that they can do in the comfort of their own homes during quarantine. I actually met Coach Lou during that Spark Fitness time period. Coach Latoya was a part of the program. I met so many runners during that time that I have very fond memories, but that was really the beginning of, my time on creating anything online. And I had my bucket of bricks and my kettlebell, which was actually my kettlebell. Sorry, I couldn't order a kettlebell because they were all sold out on Amazon during COVID. I had my mall axe, which was my creative way of having a dumbbell for certain exercises. I had my stability ball, my mini band, and we got it done. Um, I started chipping away at really creating content online and building a coaching service for the running community. The business was growing beyond myself, and that our coaching team was now helping runners one on one, like I was after we launched our signature Healthy Runner coaching program in the fall of 2021. Also occurring at the same time, after 6 years working full time at the university, I was promoted to associate level professor, which for those of you in academia, you know what that involves, right? That like requires 40 hours of your time compiling everything that you've done in the past 6 years, whether it was scholarship, service, copious amounts of teaching resources, providing evidence of your PowerPoints, your handouts, your learning activities, and of course, reflecting on all of those and talking about how you're going to improve for the next year. And that was really happening during that fall of 2021. And fast forward to February 2022, that was really the lowest point in my career journey. It was an afternoon during the week. I was actually, remember this very vividly. I was in my lab office hours, which is basically open lab time. I like to play a little acoustic music. We practice our techniques, and I provide the students feedback on those techniques. And I left that lab office hours actually going to the walk in clinic. And I ended up somewhere where I didn't think I would end up. And that was the back of an ambulance, getting rushed to the chest pain center at Yale emergency room because the walk-in clinic doc thought I was having a heart attack. My pulse was racing. My chest felt like it was going to literally pop out of my chest. My heart felt like it was going to pop out of my chest. I have a strong family history of heart disease, with my uncle having a heart attack and passing away in his 30s. My grandfather had a pacemaker, and he also passed away from a heart attack as well. My mom, my grandmother had heart disease. So after a full cardiac workup for a day in the hospital, which included a cardiac stress test running on a treadmill, by the way, you would like to know that I did nail that test, which was very interesting to say the least, being a runner. Uh, I was given a clean bill of health for the old ticker, like all the tests were clean. My heart was in good health. Turns out, I had a panic attack just from being fried and burning the candle at both ends, or honestly, at really all three ends. As a faculty member, as a business owner, and as a family man. So I know I needed to find out how I can do things differently, juggling both full time academia and running a growing business while still being present as a dad for my girls. So this has been the challenge these past 2 years, and I'm going to be fully transparent about that. It hasn't been easy, and this was a huge reason why I knew something had to give. And today, Spark Healthy Runner is growing and continuing to go strong, and we've produced 230 podcast episodes at this time, 583 YouTube videos, 200 plus blog posts, 10 downloadable free ebooks for runners. We have an active team of 8 members now, and I've helped hundreds of runners through our online programs and coaching services these past couple of years. And the fact that I am actively pursuing my childhood dream and helping people live healthier and more fit lives through running is truly incredible. It's challenging to be an entrepreneur, but I wouldn't give it up for anything. Not even a full-time physical therapy faculty job I love so much. And deciding to leave the position I sacrificed so much in terms of time, finances, going back to school after being a PT for 8 years to get my PhD degree and my DPT degree, it was extremely painful, honestly, to leave this. And for the first time, I figured these degrees behind me here needed to make their presence known. on this episode, since like the financial burden was so great, I figured like these 4 pieces of paper behind me deserve to be on at least like one episode on my channel. So, however, I came to the realization that staying with the quote unquote safe job, I wouldn't be able to continue to do this and have the impact that I feel compelled to have within our running community. And doing this to me is living my life to the fullest. Spark Physical Therapy not only survived the pandemic, but it thrived and it blossomed into something I never thought it would blossom into, which is Spark Healthy Runner. And this transition from full-time faculty member to full-time entrepreneur means more change and uncertainty. But I realize that my identity is not tied down to my role as a physical therapist or physical therapy professor. And this mindset will allow me to move forward, really embracing change with ruggedness and flexibility. Got to give a shout out and thank you to Brad Stolberg and your Master of Change book, which has been super helpful for me during this transition time period. And innovation, creativity, and my passion for helping others live stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling lives makes up my identity and who I am. And these attributes, honestly, are central to my being and can never be taken away, no matter what title or job I have. Having the opportunity to do what I do today makes me think I bought dirt. Come on, you know the Jordan Davis and Luke Bryan song, Do What You Love and Call It Work. Okay, you guys know I cannot sing, but I thought about that song a lot. And like I've climbed the clinical ladder when I was a clinician before I even started teaching. I got the certifications, all the manual therapy, all the orthopedic certifications. I got the terminal degree right behind me. I actually got 2 doctoral degrees, right? For like the prestige. And it was what I thought I was supposed to do, right? And it really didn't bring me like that full happiness. It surely didn't bring me like the money, let's just say that, right? And today I can honestly say that I'm doing what my passion is and I truly love it. After many months, if not years, of thinking about this career decision, I'm at peace with it. So what's next? You may be wondering. Wouldn't it be amazing to create a community of our own? Let's be real here. Improving as an adult runner can be overwhelming and frustrating at times. I understand the constant struggle of searching for the best run plans, strength exercises, or foods to eat that actually make a difference and still coming up short each time. I've been there, trust me. Or worse, finding a training plan that brought you that new shiny PR, but you have to take a break from running because you're injured or you're burned out. There are 6 parts of your running journey that need to be optimized so you can run strong and last long. These are mindset, strength training, run plan, nutrition, recovery, and race strategy. And if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you've heard this before. And it got me thinking, maybe we can create something for our healthy runner community. Right now, it's just an idea. I haven't created anything yet, but I want to share with you the vision of Healthy Runner Academy, powered by Spark. Healthy Runner Academy is going to be created to fill a gap often found in traditional run plans and rehab programs. Instead of following a training plan that only focuses on running or waiting to go to rehab for your next injury, you can access all of the education and exercises you need to start growing in your running journey so you'll not only feel more confident in getting stronger and faster, but you'll stay healthy and enjoy the process of running again. And running doesn't need to suck and it doesn't need to be painful. Healthy Runner Academy is going to be created to change that, offering a supportive community, accountability, and tools for progress in executing the 6 key parts of your running journey all in one place. I don't know if this idea is of interest to you, but if it is, I want to invite you to come join me as a founding member. As a founding member, you will have direct access to me, especially in the beginning, because it's likely to be a small group of us, and I want your input. I want your feedback. In fact, you are going to help shape the vision for what Spark Healthy Runner Academy becomes, really through that interaction and through that feedback. So, more on that, I want to extend an absolutely fantastic deal for you. If you join me as a founding member, you will get our founding member pricing. And when we launch this to the general public, we are immediately going to raise the price, but your price will forever stay locked in at the low founding member price. So click the link in the show notes to join as a founding member if this sounds like something that you would be interested in. And this is really for someone who either can't invest in coaching to work with our team one-on-one, or you're already working with a coach and you still listen to our content and you find it helpful, but you want to learn more and you want to get more access to us, then this is for you. Or if you actually work with a local PT who's a really good running PT, but you still need those other 6 elements of growing in your running journey. So it really wouldn't make sense to work with me one-on-one to help you in your running because you have someone local for that. So this is really why I created this. And again, this is an idea, guys. Nothing is created. I'm being fully transparent here, but I really would love for you to join as a founding member. And the founding member enrollment will only last for 4 days because honestly, I need to get going on creating the members area and I need your feedback. So the doors will open for founding member pricing on May 20th, 2024 and close on the 23rd. So get in while you can. If you're listening to this after May 23rd, then I'm sorry you missed the founding member opportunity, obviously, but you can still join this amazing membership opportunity using the same link within the show notes. Or if you want to go to learn.sparkhealthyRunner.com/HRA. Like, I am super excited for you to join us. I'm really excited for this next chapter in my career journey. This has really been a very difficult decision, and I really felt compelled with you to share what I have been thinking about for the last couple months, if not years. And I've been doing a lot of reflection, as you can see. And I really felt I needed to bring this full circle, be fully transparent with you, because honestly, you guys are my community. You guys have been with me, many of you, from the beginning of that journey. And I really wanted to share with you, you know, what I was thinking, how much I just love health and fitness, and how I want to be able to have an impact within our running community in a better way, in a more impactful way, that we could really make a difference and educate and empower those that they can love running. So I hope this episode, I I almost feel like apologizing because I didn't share any like running tips for you, health tips, right? We have 200 and right like 30 episodes of other content that will help you get over your IT band syndrome or find out what exercises are best for running. So you can check out all those other episodes in case this is your first episode that you're tuning into the podcast. But I really wanted to provide context and a peek behind the scenes, really, on what I've been working through, both personally, professionally, within the past few years that you probably didn't know about me. So thank you for allowing me to be vulnerable here with you today. True joy is what we experience in the process of growing nearer to the goal of becoming ourselves. That's a quote that really resonated with me. And if you're one of the 1,200 plus PT students that I've had the pleasure of working with, I want you to know that it gave me such joy to see you flourish as a DPT professional heading out into the clinic. And I thank you for the opportunity you gave me. And I treasure the 19 years that I spent at Quinnipiac with many, many fond memories, full of gratitude. And I want to wrap this up with a quote that my PT students actually included in the memory book that they gave me as a gift on my final days at the university. I'm not the same person I was last year or the year before. And while that might seem scary because people stop recognizing me for who I once was, I remember that who I am changing into now is someone I always dreamed of. And that's a quote from Janae Cecilia. With that, as always, runners, let's maintain a strong mind, a strong body, and let's just keep on running. I'll see you next week.